There are two different versions of Escape from New York for the Commodore 64. One is in English and one is in German, but for right now I'll only be covering the English one. And what's my opinion on it? Well, it's alright, but it's really nothing to write home about. If I were to sum up this game with one adjective, it would be underwhelming. So anyway, let's get into it. Escape from New York for the Commodore 64. The game's graphics are actually pretty decent. I like the picture of Snake Plissken in the opening credits, and his in-game character ain't too shabby either. My only complaint is that his in-game character looks like he got stuck in a car crusher, and the enemy characters look almost exactly like him. Speaking of the enemies, they come in 3 different colors and are all pretty much the same except for their walking and shooting speeds. And there's also motorcycles which pretty much look like motorcycles, though I don't know how the hell you could fuck that up. I'll talk about them more later in the review. As for the backgrounds, I think they reflect the movie's settings fairly well. Although I wish they had chosen a different color for the buildings other than bluish purple. And the same goes for the bad guys wearing lavender suits. Video game designers, here's a little tip for you in the future. In real life, gang members and soldiers do not wear pink and purple. You want to know why? Because it's not fucking intimidating, that's why! However, aside from those gripes, the graphics do look good in my opinion. The controls are very basic. You press left and right to move, up to jump, down to duck, and the control button is used for shooting. Unless you're stupid as fuck, they're very easy to pick up. However, the gameplay is where Escape from New York falters a bit. This game only has 3 levels. That's right, 3. The first is the basic city level, the second is the train yard, and the third is the bridge and the prison wall. To be fair, it is faithful to the film. But I wish they had put a little more variety into the level design, because all you do is walk from left to right and shoot endless amounts of thugs. And this game is so fucking short that you could probably beat it in under an hour. Now this might not be so bad if the game were like Contra or Rolling Thunder and you had different enemies and different level designs, but this game becomes very monotonous very quickly. In fact, the only variation of enemies are these fucking motorcycles which appear out of nowhere and run you down. They first appear in the second level, and by the third one, they're coming out of the fucking woodwork every other second. I thought New York City was supposed to be a prison island, not a goddamn motor rally. The biggest fault with this game, however, is that it's too damn easy. Bullets and motorcycles can kill you with one hit, but if the enemies just walk into you, it doesn't do you any harm. And every 10,000 points, you get an extra life, which is not bad. But the enemies are so fucking retarded that it's pathetic. They just walk on stage, occasionally take a shot, and get mowed down. And since none of them can duck and shoot or throw grenades, all you have to do is duck and shoot, and you can rack up so many lives that it's nearly impossible to lose. For Christ's sakes, put a little fucking AI into your enemies! In fact, these grunts are so fucking lame that they make the Soviets and Russian attack look like Spetsnaz. And here's one other thing that bothered me. Where are the mines on the bridge? In the movie they had them, but here, nope. Instead of a level boss, the game has a kill counter. At the end of all 3 levels, you have to fill up this kill bar. Which is a bit unique, I'll grant you, but I think it would have been better to have a regular boss battle. Maybe something like Snake's bat fight in the boxing arena instead of mowing down 10,000 fucking thugs. One other problem with the game is that it's glitchy. Like here, the bullets go right through the enemies, but once they jump off the roof, you can turn around and kill them. Also, there's another version of the game that's so fucking glitchy that it's nearly unplayable. I felt like I dropped acid after I played this version. The only real challenge in the game is the last level where 10 billion fucking prisoners come at you at once. Oh, and there's also the final battle at the prison wall where another 10 billion fucking prisoners come out to kill you. At this rate, Snake could have cleaned out the whole fucking prison in about an hour. Once you beat the final level, you get one little victory screen and then the game loops back to the beginning. I would complain about it, but at least it's an ending and at least it's spelled right. Which is more than I can say for Red Heat for the Amiga and Ghostbusters for the NES. I can't believe I'm actually giving props to a game for having a fucking ending, but there you go. Despite all my criticisms, I do like the game's rendition of the Escape from New York theme. Here, listen. Although it's the only song in the game and it loops endlessly, at least it sounds like it's from the film. I might have been more lenient on the game if it had some different types of levels. Maybe a driving level or a flying level or even a boss battle or two. That's not to say that the game is completely irredeemable, but I think with some extra variety it could have been so much more. So in conclusion, given how short and easy the game is, you might not want to bother playing it, but if you're a fan of the movie, I'd suggest checking it out. This is Film and Stuff signing off. Thanks for watching. In real life, gang members and soldiers do not wear pink and purple. You want to know why? Because it's not fucking intimidating, that's why!